Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth from Elpis Astrology at elpisastrology.com. Thanks for joining me today. So this is my take on the astrological forecast for September 2021. So we start off the month of September with both Mercury and Venus both in Libra. And then mid-month we have Venus going on to deep and dark Scorpio. We have a new moon that's going to be in Virgo and a full moon in Pisces, and notably at the end of the month we are going to have a Mercury retrograde in Libra. So let's dive into it. So our new moon in Virgo is at 14 degrees Virgo 38 minutes, and it's on the 6th of September at 5:52 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And of course we know that here the moon and the sun are together in Virgo. So this is a new year for all Virgos, so Happy New Year to Virgos. Virgo really represents having order, usefulness. In other words, is this what I've got here useful to me or not? Sorting things out. But it also can lead to some kind of perfectionism as well in some folks. But certainly many people will be looking at Virgos to keep things in order and to see whether or not something is of use. So with this new moon we have Mercury trine Saturn, and then Mercury is opposite Chiron. So with Mercury in Libra trining Saturn and opposite Chiron, it really says that there may be some opportunities to put structures in place to heal. And certainly on a collective level this could, tie into the continuing saga of the vaccines and COVID. With the opposition to Chiron, that's where the healing is brought in, where there's opportunities with the trine. And then we have Venus in Libra trining a lovely Jupiter, and that's at a 0-degree orb, so they're very closely trined here. And that's just lovely beneficial energy. So this Venus-Jupiter trine really kind of sugarcoats in some ways this new moon in Virgo and makes things nice. People are more charming, and certainly diplomacy may be very much at the fore too. Now it does square Pluto, that's Venus, so there could be some challenges that have to be overcome with people in power or those in power. We have Mars is going to be quincunxing Jupiter, but also opposing Neptune, but trining Pluto. So I think with the Mars trining Pluto, I think that kind of trumps the other aspects in some respects, in terms of this is power working together. So these are powerful people, even powerful forces, because Mars is about energy and Pluto really is about power. And so I see this as a powerful energy available, but we still have to adjust our beliefs, right? So that's the Jupiter part of it. And it also to some extent pulls in the Neptune, which is in opposition to this Mars. And so it might be that, say, the media is spinning a story about our belief systems, but it could also be that there are some religious beliefs or just beliefs generally out there that seem to have this savior aspect that pulls in that Neptune part. Okay, we also have Saturn trining the north nodes of the moon, and I thought this was a really nice aspect to have at this new moon in Virgo, because it really does speak to us favorably putting down structures, taking the old and then putting it into the future. So the north nodes of the moon are where we're supposed to be heading for. So this is like a collective thing too, depending where this is in your chart. And I thought that was a lovely thing to have as well. So we're going to see where we can actually more clearly put structures down to get us on our destiny path. All right, I'm going to go into the full moon. And the full moon is going to be in Pisces, 28 Pisces 14. It's on the 20th September at 4:55 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So really this full moon in Pisces speaks to a really heightened sensitive feelings. We're feeling very compassionate. There may be opportunities for us to be very compassionate to others. But it also brings up things like the arts, right? Especially singing, music, and dance. These are all part of that realm of Pisces. Now we do have Neptune, which is also in Pisces, hovering around, but it's about a 6 degrees distance from this full moon, so it's not exactly a conjunction, but it'll certainly be adding in some extra energy with regards to maybe dissolving something. This is a full moon, so Neptune could be working in the background, dissolving some things that maybe, are not real. That's the impression I'm getting here. And for some may be sacrificing too much, and this is opportunity to change some of that too. But certainly we could see some very interesting things coming out from the arts, where people are expressing themselves through singing, music, and dance. We have the Sun trining Pluto, lovely aspect. So this is powerful forces working together for one cause. Mercury trines Jupiter, these are lucky communications. It does square Pluto, but I just see this as an adjustment. Again, going back to that new moon in Virgo, it could be that we have to talk through some of our beliefs and our philosophies in order for us to join together, to work together, to communicate together. And then we have Venus opposites Uranus. So this could just be unusual pairings where unexpected people get together. For individuals, this could be a sudden attraction at this full moon on the 20th September. But Venus does quincunx Chiron. So this means there's going to be some kind of adjustment with regards to our healing. And we have Mars trining Saturn, which trines the north node to the moon by 0 degree orb. And so this is just, we can now take action. So it's like Mars is saying, there's the go ahead here. We've got the green light to go ahead and get those structures in place with regards to our destiny path. So I think this is a great full moon too. Again, just going back to the fact that because it's a full moon, this could bring up some very sensitive feelings for us. And certainly intuition is going to be high. And for those that are Pisces, no matter what degree you're at, this full moon will be an important full moon for you, because we've got Neptune sort of around the 22 or so degree mark, and then we've got this full moon at the 28 degree. So these will be both pulsating away there, really giving you an ability to intuitively see through things. So good luck with that, Pisces. Now we end on to the 28th of September with a Mercury retrograde, and it's going to be at 25 degrees of Libra. It does go direct mid-October at 10 degrees of Libra. So you can look that up in your chart. Leave comments if you want. But this really speaks to, and Libra likes to be charming. It's diplomatic. It wants to be nice. So I see this more in the collective. It's also the law too, and justice. So I see this more in the collective and from a mundane standpoint, that really this is going to be a lot of discussions behind the scenes, probably a lot of diplomacy, and maybe even laws being written, that type of thing, during this time period, really the end of September through mid-October. But see what that is in your chart. You could have some dealings with the law, or diplomacy of some sort may have to enter in, or tact, that type of thing. So for those listening to this earlier, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the night sky right now. So I'm making this video, actually I'm making this video on the full moon in Aquarius in August 22nd. So for those that have clear skies at night, I'd highly recommend that you get out there in the next few days, or even further, into August, early September, where you are going to be able to see that brilliant star, which is really the planet Jupiter. So you want to look in the east in the evening, and you'll see Jupiter shining brightly, and depending how close to the full moon, you may see the full moon there too. And then to the right of it, you'll see a less shiny star, and that is Saturn. And of course, Venus continues to shine in the western sky. So kind of just after sunset, you can go out there for the next little while and see Venus shining away. And of course, you can always talk to these planets and ask them questions and ask them to bless you. All right, guys, please leave me comments as usual. I would love to do your chart. Please contact me via Elpis Astrology at gmail.com, and you can go to my website and see my services, elpisastrology.com. Do take care of yourself. Lots of love to everybody. Sending you lots of positive energy. Bye for now.